Okay, so this is my uncle's pantry, and I'm going to show pictures of how they gutted it as far as the kitchen goes. So they gutted the kitchen and put in new cupboards and just made it really, really functional. They entertain a lot, and so they just really needed it to be a very functional space for a cook. And they didn't have any good storage space. The cupboards were awful. And so in order to maximize that, rather than just having folding doors, he went onto Google SketchUp and he drew his plans according to the depth of whatever needed to be stored, what was heavy, what was light. And so rather than hiring somebody else to do this, he knew specifically what he wanted. And because he's a handyman, he was able to do it himself. And so he was specific in that the light things were to be stored on the doors so that they weren't breaking the hinges. You can see he's got some pull-out drawers there. Again, light, non-bulky in the doors. We'll see if I can open these because I've only seen it done once. And so you have access to every layer instead of just being forced to reach as far back as you can to reach something that you're not sure if it's there or not. So he has a lazy, let's see, I want to say Lazy Kate, but that's spinning. Lazy Susan. And again, he designed all these himself. They lock in. And then the same thing on the other side. And he had to be really specific about the way he designed it because you've got this space that it needs to be able to come through and you can't have it catching. See that? So it's amazing how everything is packed pretty much wall to wall, but you can access all of it without having to dig through it. Isn't that something? And our kitchen at home is kind of from the same era that this original kitchen was from, in that a lot of people weren't cooking as much anymore, so they weren't worried about access or about storage. And it's the thing that I really hated about our kitchen. It's amazing. And it's pretty too. So was this any kind of, was it just big closet doors in here pretty much?
No, it's just two shelves hanging on the wall. Really?
So you did the cabinets, like tore not much to tear out if it was two shelves.
All I had to tear out was two shelves, and then I had an opening to work with, yeah.
So did you measure everything that you knew was going into the space, or was it more of a generic? You assumed this is what would go here, so you designed it that way.
I did think far enough ahead to make sure that the things that we wanted stored would fit.
Which one was that?
And with all the hardware and everything, did you have to have it specially made?
No.
It was just go to Lowe's and know what you're looking for.
Not from Lowe's. I had to research it on the internet and find these single pull-out hinges or sliders are actually made in Germany. You get them. There's cabinet hardware wholesale places where you can find specialty stuff like that.
I think she's probably got that closing.
Well, they slide nicely. There's no catch on them, and they seem really sturdy.
Yeah. This one at the top works good. I put there's only a single on the bottom, but because of the weight involved, I think I'm going to redo it and put two of them on there because it's a little bit wobbly. But it's easy enough to pull it out and then just put another one in.
Imagine this. It's just the glass. help if I turn the light on in here?
Yeah, that's perfect. Wow, very bright. That showed up on camera great. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's really neat.
Isn't that great? Is that
So
on?
yes, yeah, we're recording. So it's, yeah, what a great, so piano hinge. And they built these covers.
And then we
That
put
is
a
cool.
metal strip here for this kind of stuff. Magnets.
Oh, uh-huh. To make
Like sprouting
to put
stuff.
the magnets on. That's cool. Sorry, I missed it when you did it. So the magnets on the cans or the
magnets are on the cans, but the
metal strip.
metal
yeah.
strip is
Super cool.
And then you've got your laundry next to it, which is really convenient. I think that laundry rooms are such wasted space because your clothes don't get stored in the laundry room. Why would you have all this huge clothing storage when everything just goes to the bedroom, you know?
Well, to be able to get a washer, a dryer, a full-size fridge, and a
Yeah.
36-inch deep pantry, plus your pot and pan storage, all in an area that's, what is it, 4.5 feet by 10 feet.
And so you made the cupboards taller.
And I had to tear the door frame out, put in a pocket door so that we wouldn't have the doors to work to
Right
get
here.
in the way.
so the door doesn't swing, it doesn't get in the way.
So you're not trying to walk big armfuls of laundry
Yeah.
back and forth or
It wouldn't work here.
pots and pans.
Too much stuff. I love my cart rack, and it's a cool one because it has lights in it. See?
It's not pretty.
It's a lit one.
Oh, you've got more.
So your Vitamix is supposed to go right there, but you won't use it.
Well, and that's one thing that you find, like in our house, we had so many appliances on the counter, there was no workspace, and you weren't using much of it at any given time, so I think being able to store it back like that is so nice.
And here I put in the dividers so you can put our baking pans and stuff. To be quite honest, a lot of these things about how to organize the kitchen I picked up from Granny Mexico.
I was going to say, this looks like what Granny would do.
Put my own spin on it.
Yeah.
So you can do your door. So you can see if you don't have the door all the way open, are you still going to be able to get your shelves to move?
That's awesome.
And then once you got everything dimensioned to where it's going to fit, you can explode everything so you need to see what your parts are and make yourself a cut list so you can start cutting stuff out.
That is so incredible.
Isn't that cool? And
Who
it's
would've thought?
it's all free software. Fun, huh?
It's amazing. Because I can't imagine what it would cost to pay somebody to do something like this for you.
Well, like I said, you could buy this. You could buy this unit, or you could. Well, you'd have to order. They come in set sizes. They didn't have a size that would fit in that location as cleanly as
Right.
this does, and I would have had to pay $3,000 for
Yeah.
it. And I've got a couple $100 worth of lumber and a few weeks of love, and I've got it,
Right?
and it fits.
It's incredible. And you got just exactly what you wanted.
Yep.
So that's pretty neat.
And if I want to make it smaller or bigger, just push and pull stuff.
And does it know your dimensions? Like, do you put the dimensions in, this is how much space I have?
Yeah, you can do. You can put in, if I want to draw a line, and I want that line to be 5 feet long, I can put in 5, type in 5 feet, if I don't have fat fingers. So when I was doing that pantry, I knew the dimensions of the hole I had. So I built a box like this that was the same size as the hole, and then just started moving in and drawing the pantry from that. So I knew that everything fit.
That's really something.
But it's really, really easy to use. You see over here on the right, it's got tutorials that walk you through doing the whole thing. It's got an instructor that will help you. But
And it's just a free program.
it's a free program.